All right. Hopefully, people can hear us and see us now. So we're back with the BX stream, which we took a hiatus from. Bill ran us some swords and wizardry there for a bit with the dude. Where's my sword? Did you say you got that out somewhere now?
It's none out. I'm running it over at Frog God Games Organized Play on Sunday, March the 6th at 7 p.m. Eastern. So sign up if you want to play.
Yeah, there we go. Yeah, it's quite fun. Quite fun.
Including any of us because the plot changes every time.
Yeah, definitely,
Absolutely.
definitely. Like you'd be welcome.
We turned it into "Dude, Where's My Pants," and I
Yeah.
enjoyed. I thought that was brilliant.
And dude, why am I blue? That was the other one. Yeah. So Dion, who are you playing tonight, and what level are they now?
Oh my goodness! Tonight I'm playing uh uh a C. He is a level 8 human thief.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
And I'm
Very
really close to level 9.
good. Just pick a few
It's not gonna
pockets and
happen
you'll
for
be
a
there.
Yeah.
Richard.
Hello, everybody. I am Richard, and I am playing Fig Jam, the possibly human magic user.
Possibly human. You know, I mean, through all those wrinkles, we really can't be sure.
Allegedly.
Yeah.
Well, it's the
allegedly
dirt. If you
human.
wash it off, you might find a human underneath. Who knows?
He might have been a gnome the whole time. You know.
With a
3
growth
gnomes
spell.
in a
doesn't
trench
it?
coat.
If you're not an assassin,
Well,
that
that's
we know of.
debatable. Bill. Bill, who you got?
I am playing Radnor the Large. He is an 8th level. The title is Necromancer, but he's not really a necromancer. But yeah, he's 8th level and he's very large.
Right, yeah, you guys are near what they call name level, where you guys should start thinking about possibly starting strongholds and the like.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. And Jameis, what do you have going on there,
I'm
Jameis?
playing Derby of Stonehill. I am playing Galen Rayhorn, the Cleric Elf Priest. He's now level 7, and I need nearly double my XP to get to the next level.
Mhm.
And I get hampered because of the universe run where, even though I'm level 7, I don't get any extra abilities.
Actually, I was going to say,
Ooh.
go ahead and pick out. So you get 1/4. Well, you already had a 4th. You
Yeah.
get 1/5 level spell. Pick 1/5 level spell, which you may cast one time. You're getting the last remnants of your god's gift before she will be unanswerable to you. Yeah.
Wait, is this like a regular thing or?
Well, if you remember when you were in the Hollow World, something
Yeah.
happened and the gods have been called away. With no gods available means high-level cleric spells aren't available.
Oh, that was all over.
Yeah.
I thought they just left the hollowed earth.
Well, the Hollow Earth is part of Mystara. It's literally the center of Mystara. So they
Yeah,
left
yeah, but-
they left this realm.
Oh
Yeah.
shit, I did not realize that.
Now their whole pantheon isn't gone, so there are helpers to the gods and minor, like demigods and such that are still around, and that's why you can get lower level spells. But 5th level spells requires the intervention of your god.
Holy shit, okay.
Hey. Because it's a one and done, very rare one, I'm going to be taking Raised Dead.
Yeah, it makes sense.
You're not gonna take commune so that you can talk to your goddess who isn't there.
Oh, technically, I don't know that she's not there, because as far as I know,
Yeah.
because I haven't really found that out yet. So
True enough.
This is true. Yeah, so yeah, that's exactly why in the continuity of this that it was 5th level spells is because now all those rulers that had raised dead spells and such cast on them not available anymore.
Oh shit.
Yeah.
And then war is about to break. Wait,
No,
no, wrong
different
campaign.
But
Ah,
no, you're
damn
not
it.
wrong. You're not
Okay.
wrong.
Sorry, I
There's-
looked at Richard and I gotta stop looking at your beautiful face. You keep making me think it's Tuesday.
Right.
Oh,
So,
no.
the characters are back on Mystara now. after having gone through the whole plains hopping for a bit, having resolved the curse of Castle Amber, you find yourselves in a familiar place to Radnor, anyway. Radnor attended some college here in the Glantri School of Magecraft.
The
So you
greatest known
recognized,
school of magic in the world.
yes, the greatest
So-
to the known world, right?
So what you're saying is there's a lot of stressed out college-aged people who need to release some steam.
Yep.
Yeah, yeah.
We
can
should
with
go to the tavern.
that. Well, no, hold on. So Radnar, having been here, knows a few peculiarities about the laws and the land in general. I was
Oh.
incorrect, by the way, Jameis. Elves are actually quite celebrated here. Because
yeah,
elves
'cause they're magic users,
naturally
but,
magical.
Could be
However, clerics, it's a death sentence.
yeah, actually, an actual death sentence if they.
Well,
yes,
It's a good thing you're a ranger.
So I'm going to go over the laws that Bill's character will have known. First of all, this would definitely apply to Bill, and the first thing you would think of is there's all kinds of licenses and bureaucracies going on in Glantri. All right, so there's essentially two levels of class in general. Of course, the aristocracy is its own class, but you're either a mundane, a person who has no magical powers, or you're of the elite class of spellcasters. But even being of the elite class of spellcasters, you can't just cast spells in Glantri. You need a license to do so. You actually have to go and you have to file paperwork about what spells you are capable of casting. And whenever you cast said spell, it costs a certain number of ducats upon casting it. And certain spells cast in the city are completely illegal and will get you executed. So a ducat is their
Fireball.
gold coin. It's
I didn't
relatively
really know.
of the same size as the coins you have, but they're called ducats here. So that's the first thing, is that private spell casting, there is a cost. It's 10 ducats per level of spell, cumulative. One license is sufficient for all that magic user spells, but a list of his spells must appear on the license. It's basically approved at the Great School of Mages High Secretary, who the licensing fee will be forwarded to. If you have an arcane business where you are casting spells on someone's behalf, you need a business license for that.
You still have to pay per spell with a business license.
No, but it costs a lot more for the business license. Now, a
Man, they
mundane
could make
business
so much money if they didn't do
is
that.
also taxed, but it's mundane businesses are a simple ducat a year. Or you can go less if you're just there for a short amount of time. But doing business in Glantri requires a license. If you are caught doing business or a transaction without a license, there's usually the penalty of death for most things.
So do I have to get a license to buy something?
To buy
From
something,
someone?
no.
Oh, okay. I was like, oh shit.
Bearing a weapon. You may bear a weapon in town if you pay the yearly 1 ducat fee for weapons less than 15 inches, 10 for each weapon of a larger size, and there's a surcharge of a 5 ducat will be added for blunt weapons. They don't like blunt weapons around here.
Mace count as?
What?
If the mace has spikes on it, is it still counted as bunter?
Wearing
say,
armor. You may wear armor in Glantri, but there's a 5 ducat per annum for shields and helms, 10 for leather armor, 20 for metal armor. These licenses can only be granted if a licensed spellcaster vouches for the applicant. Speaking in public also requires a license.
Yeah, I assume that means actual speeching and not just
Yes.
talking.
It's
Okay.
like if you grab the literal soapbox and start speechifying,
Okay.
that requires a
I was
license.
going to say, just it's a very quiet city.
Yeah. Basically, for the hazardous magic, I'm not going to run down the full list, but anything that has an area of effect is considered illegal to cast in the town.
So fireball is
What?
probably illegal.
Yeah, fireball
What
is
about mass
not.
invisibility?
Yeah, it's actually there.
Wow.
Mass invisibility is towards the bottom of the
Oh.
list, but it is there because it creates mayhem.
Mass protection
Yeah.
from evil.
But polymorph other is not.
Yeah.
Well, polymorph other isn't a mass spell. It's
Yeah.
one single
Yeah.
individual.
Well, actually, protection from evil is like 10 feet, so
Yeah.
it's not actually
So
Still enough.
if we don't want to pay the ducats, do we have to like check our armor and weapons
Yes,
somewhere?
you cannot freely wear armor or bear weapons if you do not have a license to do
Oh
so.
my god, so just existing here is gonna drain any of our money
This
supply
is a
or get us
very
murdered.
expensive place.
This is a very stupid city. I say we pass it by and go somewhere else.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Ragnar,
yeah.
what's the next city?
Well, you're
And this
going
is
to
why
need
no
to
one
stop
wants to-
off here because this is kind of where you were dropped off from the teleport thing, and you've got to spend some time, some downtime, just But anyway, so let's get on to the laws. Okay, so
And this is why no one comes here, Bert, because of the damn laws.
violations of allegiances is the number one high treason offense. It's basically an allegiance towards a ruling prince or noble, or any felony committed against them by a mundaner is considered treason. The penalty is up to the ruler thus affected. The next highest crime is religion. It is a crime of high treason. Only the official philosophy of magic is acceptable. The penalty for worship is torture by black pudding exposure, followed by life imprisonment at the Tower of Sighs. Clericism and similar heresy is punishable by death by fire. And then the next worst crime is tax evasion.
So were we teleported into the middle of this city?
Oh,
Where-
you didn't teleport into the middle of the city. You were teleported
Right,
in the
okay.
countryside.
All right.
Simple felonies are things like overdue debts, theft, murder, bribery of public servants, destruction of private property, and these are just fines. These are not death penalties. Unlicensed activities are felonies, so there's fines. Misdemeanors, nocturnal noise in urban areas, obstructing the course of law or public service, lying to a magistrate or to a noble, wounding or intending to wound an arcane user using a mundane weapon or an open hand without the approval of a viceroy, constable, or noble wizard is punishable by 10 to 30 days imprisonment. Civil rights. A mundaner, someone who is not capable of casting magic, is considered guilty of a crime until proven innocent. In all other cases, a suspect is considered innocent until proven guilty.
I'm the only one here who can't cast magic.
Well, Galen can't
Well,
show that he
technically,
can cast magic, or it's
I'm illegal anyway
treason.
to do it. Yeah.
Let's
All right, so here's how we're going to set this off. Radnar does know some inns here. One of the inns that Radnar knows is he had a good friend in the college here who is of the House Linden. That's the other thing. Glantri is ruled by a magocracy. Each person on the council of magocracy comes from a noble family. So there are 8 noble families. So one of the noble families is the House of Linden, which Radnar, you attended to college with one of the members of the House of Linden. What's his name or her name? Or their name?
Bob.
Bob. All right. Well,
the esoteric names this universe has.
Right. So Bob, as he was known in college, that's his college name, is of the House of Linden, is noble born, and his father is actually on the council of magocracy here. So you essentially arrive at the gates, and before you declare anything, you claim guest rights from Bob. Somebody from Bob's household is sent out. It's like, oh yeah, Radnar, sure. And so he's speaking for you and your companions, and you're being put up in his chalet. So on the map that you guys are seeing on the screen here, the noble quarters is kind of up to the top, about around there-ish.
Oh, okay. This is a big map.
Yeah, it's really large.
Wow.
Yep. So you're within the walls. So you notice there's a large city outside of the walls too. That's where the rabble live. That's where the mundaners are. Yeah, so the noble born and the houses and a lot of the businesses are all inside the walls, and then of course the large structure in the middle is the high tower of sorcery, where the college is. So there we go. You also notice that this is kind of like a city, kind of like Venice, at least inside the walls, where there are not ground alleyways, there are canals that go through the neighborhoods. So you're staying with Bob until you can get things sorted out. So it also protects you from going out at large in the public until you can get things squared away legally for as long as you need to stay here. Bob was a good friend in college. You guys got into a lot of mischief together. He's kind of stepped away from that. While you have to be a 9th level mage to be part of the ruling body here. He is keeping up with the studies enough to be able to step into his father's place eventually. Go ahead, Jameis.
No, as I say, Rednall's so close to that.
Yeah.
Nope.
Actually,
If I kill
Radnar.
another PC, do I get their XP? Because killing Radnor would get me just enough to get to level 9.
It really would, yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
Get a lot
Radnar, you
from
are
it.
high
We
enough of a level now that you could actually petition for, a government position here. But anyway,
Okay.
Fuck off.
yeah.
Fuck off.
While I look upon my time here with fondness, there's just too much freedom to be had elsewhere for me to want to hang out here permanently.
Yeah. Yep. Now, the city of Glantri as a whole, I mean, of course, these laws are pretty strict here, but the countryside, which are made up of 7 different provinces, are not as strict, especially the further you get out. Actually, you also know, due to an unfortunate run-in while you were in college here, that some of the outer band provinces, the ones furthest from the capital city, there actually are bands of dwarves who are not seen well here. Dwarves have a certain degree of spell resistance that they find fascinating, and so dwarves are actually vivisected and used as study creatures here.
Wow.
Is that where Darby went?
Yeah, you have no idea where Darby went. But because of this, dwarves that do reside around the area tend to hunt and kill mages because of how they're treated. So yeah. So
Bastards.
All right, how do we burn this city to the ground?
yeah.
How do we do that?
Unfortunately, it's on water, so it's really tricky.
All right, how do we flood it then?
Of
Napalm.
course, Fig Jam would have that attitude, not being a college boy himself. I mean, he went to community.
You can fuck off with your ideas if you think vivisecting people to try and go is a good idea. So
Well,
no,
the
we're not
problem
doing
is that everybody here in the ruling class is more powerful than us.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You thought my struggle for the Jimmy humans was going to be hard.
Yeah.
I don't want to stay here. In
So,
character.
Yeah. So this is a pretty nasty place for most of you. Radnar, you may not even have finished your education here, but you were here at some point. Most mages of any stripe end up attending for at least a semester or two. But you're here under the safety of Bob's household long enough to level up, do some training, that sort of thing, heal up, whatever you need to do, ascertain like your wealth and what you want to do with it. If you want to use any of Bob's staff to do some casual investigations about town, look up anything, maybe even see if there's a Green Company stronghold here, you could do that. So I'm leaving it to you guys for now. You're well rested up. You've had time to reassess your life, which gives you your levels. And Galen, you have access. So right now you don't know that there's a problem because you got your spell. You'll know there's a problem after you've cast it and try and get it back.
Will he not know there's a problem if he goes to learn a different one the next day?
Well, until you've cast it, it stays there. Learning a new one kind of replaces it. So, if he tried to swap it out, then he'd know there's a problem too.
Right. Yep.
All right. So Bob's chalet is, it's really nice, really cozy. It's been good here for the last, maybe week.
I want to check to see if there is a branch of the Green Party here.
Yeah.
Well, that's what we're looking to set up.
Yeah,
for, isn't it?
because I'd be safer there, I feel,
Mm.
than anything while we wait, because they'd just be like, yeah, he's part of
Yeah.
the guild.
What's their view of the Duke? Is he considered as one of the people that you there? Do they acknowledge him at all? Is it like, he's
A bit
a
more
weird
than you would
off-road, we
think,
don't-
because Duke Stefan is of the invading folks that came across. He's not native Trolladaran, which they see as being very pedestrian, because the native Trolladarans don't have a great degree of magical power in their bloodline. But
Yeah.
the Duke is from the conquering humans that came over, and they do tend to have the Alphasians are probably the most powerful spellcasters known. So yeah, they do actually have a great deal of regard for the Duke, and the Duke does send the people that are learning magery in the court. He does tend to send them here to do like finishing school if you want, or just to learn specific things. So they do have kind of a treaty. They do trade, but it's a
you're setting
long
up a green
distance from
company thing.
Carnicos to here, and it's a fairly treacherous trip. So it's not trade in the form of like goods, more like services and a few political wranglings going on.
What's the exchange rate between ducats and gold?
Just 1-to-1. Keep it simple.
Okay.
They're
We only have tens of thousands of gold to our name.
Yeah.
We'll
Which would
survive
go
this one
quickly if
ducat a
you
year
had
fine.
to fend for yourself in this city. It would go really fast.
Yeah.
Do I believe that would we be able to buy spells here since it's such a magic?
Oh,
Yeah,
most
I mean,
certainly.
some-
Most certainly, yeah. Well, let's figure this out first. Did Radnor graduate? Or did you just come here for a semester or two?
He just came here for a semester or two.
Okay. You would have known that if you were a graduate, you would have had free access to the libraries. And while there's a nominal fee just for materials, if you are not a graduate, however, yes, you can pay for someone to do the research for you, present you with a scroll, or to basically buy laboratory time. So,
Okay.
yes, that is all possible. Let's go with Dion. You are wanting one of Bob's servants to find out about the Green Company. It actually takes several days because, yes, the Green Company has rented a building. It's not in the city proper. It's just outside of the city, so it's beyond the walls.
Oh, perfect.
And it is a very small outpost. From the report that you're given back, they're essentially doing cartographic services. They do have a dispensation from the rulers here as dignitaries from Duke Stefan. But it's
Okay.
apparently a very small building with not that many people there.
Okay. It'd still be good to probably check it out.
Okay. So, Richard, is there anything you wanted to have done during this time? I'll go back around
we
again,
need to
Dion.
send a message to Magpie at the very least to say, hey, we are out of the Hollow Earth. You'll never guess what happened to us during that time while we went down that hole and came out somewhere else. We didn't die. Sorry to disappoint you.
Something you would be able to figure out fairly quickly is you've been gone 3 months.
3 months. Okay.
3 months is, from the time that you were going and investigating that cave to reappearing here, you've been gone 3 months.
All right.
We killed the gods while we were away.
Sounds like something we'd do.
It does.
Yeah, beyond that, no, I've got nothing to do in this city. I hate it.
Okay. So you want to
I'd
try
rather
and
be
get
outside.
word back to Magpie and the rest of the organization.
I mean, the
Yeah.
very worst that we can do is get somebody to send some sort of special message spell at her
Yeah.
and say, hey.
Is sending a spell in the system?
Yeah, maybe not. I don't know.
Well, there's scrying that can do a similar thing. In this town, you can certainly pay someone to do it. Essentially a telegrapher's office.
Yeah,
doing it that
exactly.
way.
There must be someone who does
Yeah.
that sort of stuff. Yeah.
Yeah, well, yeah.
Okay, so Jameis, would there be anything that you were interested in doing while here?
I was also going to help with the Green Company thing, but since Dion's looking at, I'm going to go see what the elf situation is.
Oh. Yeah, actually, that is quite interesting. Elves are fairly revered here. Like, well, you're not allowed out into the town at this point yet. Okay, so you're just basically checking with the servants, seeing what things are like. Yeah, until all your paperwork comes by, it's best that you don't set foot into town. So elves are held in high esteem here. Even without a noble title, you're treated as nobles under the law. Okay.
Of course.
But there are actually a number of elven agitation groups that are looking to further elven rule and to take over area. Let's put it that way. So there are a couple of agitation groups by the elves that are trying to exert control over certain areas and to claim it for their people, etc. And there are many factions. Actually, there's 3 primary ones. I'm trying to get to it. Give me just a second here. This is actually bookmarked.
Fortunately, the elves don't necessarily treat the dwarves any better, to be honest.
They don't, because they're not your. You're a clary elf. You're basically you're a redneck elf. The elves in this area are Alfheimers. I mean, they're like noble born. You know, they're the taller, graceful, more graceful elves.
I'll wash myself with a rag on a stick.
Yes, yes, you do.
Actually,
But only if that rag is made out of the most organic of cottons, or
actually washing myself actually puts me a lot above a lot of other clear elves. So.
yeah. Come on, economy, politics. Here we go.
Yeah, so
Here we go.
let's get rid of it.
Yeah, so noble. There are 2 elven noble houses here as well. And there's also 2 noble houses that whose names you guys would have recognized. There is a House Solaire here.
Ooh.
And there's 1 noble on the council that has the sobrique of the D'Amber.
Yeah. Isn't House Solaire the
Amber?
Bastards?
I'm saying that again.
No, we do.
Wait, you said Amber?
Yeah, D'Amber, the family of Amber. So there is still 1 person here who has lineage to the Amber family.
We should go talk to them. I'd be curious to meet them.
Okay, so there is the Elven Liberation Front, Clan Erowyn. Terrorist group is highly unpopular amongst the non-Elven population. Unfortunately, the local Erowyn population seem to support these brigands. They are an armed faction of elves whose believed purpose is to oppose any attempt from the clan of Belcades to rebuild their supremacy over the fair elves. Despite their denials, the Prince Carolitina's position in the affair remains highly suspicious. They are called the ELF, the ELF, the
Yes,
Elven Liberation
exactly.
Front.
Elven
Don't worry.
Liberation
Yes.
Front.
We spotted that. Don't worry.
Yeah, so that is one of the predominant agitators. There's also the Free Armed Elven Resistance Youth. Fairy. This elven faction seems to consist of individuals from Belcades. That is a family of elves. Most of their activities have been the destruction of material property in Erowyn and the abduction of fair elves. Their headquarters are believed to be in New Alvar. It's a province here. They are in opposition to the Elven Liberation Front. I think those are the 2 big elven groups. So basically, you've got the high elves and you've got the fair elves. They're 2 distinct, different racial groups of elves that are very much against each other, trying to take over each other's lands.
Are they both Elfiran elves or one of them Cleary elves?
Neither are Kaleri elves. You are
Okay.
a poor cousin at best to these.
Okay. All right. Yeah, I'm with you. Fig Jam, let's bring the whole place down.
Yeah. Yep.
Fireball?
Don't
All
have
right.
one big enough for the city.
So there we go. So you wait the week. Proper paperwork is done so that you guys can go into the city. Of course, you were given a very strict warning, specifically you, Galen, that proselytizing or even giving any hint that you follow a particular god or goddess is
Is
treason
that more
offense.
allowed outside the walls in the mundane city?
It's
Or is
not
that still-
because it's still a law, but I mean, everything is more strictly enforced inside of the walls of the city. The further you get away from the city, the more lax things become. But it is still the law of the land.
Because that's where I'd like to end up going, is out there to try and find the religion. But for now, we'll keep the party. I'm also, don't particularly want to split the party. So,
Yep.
what are we doing as a party?
And there are any number of guilds as well. So the first thing that was on your agenda, Fig Jam, you wanted to get communication across. 20 gold. You can pay someone to send your message. The Duke Stefan has a seer in court. So how long it takes that seer to get information to the guild there, they can't specify that because there's only one seer in Stephen's Court.
But she's a magpie's in that other city though. She's in the one further north.
Yep, she is. Yeah, but Stevens is the closest person that has a seer that they could do this with. That it's already been set up for, I should say. Thing, like Palantir stones sort of thing, right? So Stevens Court has a stone, and they have a seer that can receive. Outside of that, they don't know anything closer. But it's still
how
a
long
far
would it
sight.
take a horse messenger to
Months.
do this?
Months.
What's the? Are we on like a different? The world map. Where we return to the world map.
Here, I'll drop the world map here so you can see the.
I've fast traveled there. I'll be fine.
Yeah.
Actually, the world map that I have isn't even big enough to show it.
No.
Yeah.
That's what I wanted to know.
All right.
Yeah, so it's over the mountains, and it's as far over the mountains as Specularum is to the mountains. So I mean, it is a long way.
All right.
Where's Specularum?
Right at the bottom.
Oh, right here.
Yeah.
So then we're talking like all the way up here.
Yep.
Roughly.
Oh.
Nice one. We've done more worse than that ourselves.
Okay.
In terms of distance travel back and forth.
Mhm.
Is there any like caravans or like a?
There is a caravan path. Yeah, absolutely. Trade is done. It's just absolutely slow and miserable because there are the mountains themselves. There are a lot of issues with orcs, goblins, or worse, giants. And then there are raiders. The Darakeen tend to be raiders as well as merchants. So a lot of times you get marauders from Darakeen. So Darakeen is the area that's between. So right after the mountains is the Darakeen area, and then Glantri is a bit further on than that.
Just conjure an elemental, have it go deliver the message.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I mean, however we get the
City of
message
Magic.
there, we get it. So,
Yeah, I mean, you do. So what is the message you send?
hey, we're alive. I mean,
Do
I
you
want
ask
to
for any kind
relay
of
all of
response
the-
back? Yeah.
I mean, I want to relay like, hey, we're alive. We've done this, this, and this.
Currently, we're in Glantri, but by the time you get this, who knows where we'll
Yeah,
be.
exactly. Yeah.
Is this like a letter that you're writing?
No, they're actually capturing Fig Jam speak, and they're sending that image.
Oh.
Probably Obi-Wan
We
Kenobi,
have everybody else
right?
jump in as well and wave.
Selfie.
Hey.
I mean, we lost
Don't say-
Darby somewhere, but
Does that help us, Magpie? You're our only hope.
as well. Yeah, I mean, it's just basically filling her in on where we are and what's going on,
Okay.
and then saying, "You got any instructions?"
Okay, yeah. So you do ask a question. Are there any instructions? Okay, yeah, no, that's what I wanted is if you're waiting a reply back. All right, they will send a message to you at Bob's Chalet if they get a response back. Yeah, you pay your 20 gold and it's done. Jeff is in channel. Jeff survives not having Darby being vivisected because he's in a place that is not happy with dwarves.
Yeah. another thing we want to do is consider if we
Yeah.
want to pump some money into the green company to make our place
Well,
better.
there's that, and you're also in the city that is the most magically active and most magically, magic is available. So if you want to change out some of that gold for magical items, for instance, this would be the place to do it.
I would like some magical items.
Yeah.
You could get
What?
a better arrow holding thing.
Yeah, now the prices are going to be
Yeah.
outrageous, but
Yeah.
Why?
having something
What's-
available, this would be the place for it to be available.
Why would the prices be outrageous when everybody can do it?
Because the investor, like if you look at the rules of what it takes to make a magic item, people are literally giving their lives to make magic items. So it's expensive.
Well, what sort of things are we looking at? Are we just looking at like +2, +3s, or are we looking at +4, +5s, or?
Or just interesting items too. I mean, it's kind of up to you. I mean, again, having a simple weapon that just has a plus you can buy in large cities, but like finding something truly original or something truly hard to find, this would be the place to do it. And it's not even guaranteed that it will be here, but this would be the place.
I mean, I have a couple of magic things that I could trade too.
I have 10, count them, continual light ambulance. Which I don't know how much they cost.
Ooh,
Yeah,
a
but
coin.
Yeah, continual light actually is something that they get like freshmen to just mass produce. Like once you get out and about,
Yeah.
they have huge glows of continual light that light the streets.
Have somebody come along and cover them over at some point in the night or something.
Somebody comes by and casts continual darkness on them each day. And
Okay, that works. That works.
So the only thing I'd do, well, not the only, but the main thing I'd be after is better sort of is improving my AC with maybe some kind of ring of deflection or something.
Okay.
No, I don't really want to increase the chainmail from the character point of view.
Okay.
But I definitely need better resistance.
Well, let's
better
start
protection.
with because it will give you experience, and some of you said you're very close. What do you want to sell? Any magic items that you have? 1.5 times, half again increase over what it says it's worth.
Okay. Well, I have the glowy staff of detect magic.
Oh, which
Permanently glowing staff here.
that doesn't work actually.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay. I break it over my
Yeah.
leg and I throw it into a trash. Okay. I have the ring of control human.
Okay. Do you want to sell that?
How much would it get me?
Well, let's see.
I could use it, but if it's a nice, pretty penny,
Give me just 1 second, guys.
Okay.
The old school essentials, actually, their treasure list doesn't have a price list. I have to go to the actual BX books.
Yeah,
And
item might
the-
have, which we might. A useful as the item is, we may just want to sell it rather than try and bother people to give it.
right. And then the only other one is like, I wonder if I could get anything for the quiver of wild magic that I have. I know it's barely magical still, but if I can get like some money out of it, I
Well, all the
trade it
arrows
for
out of it
another
are
one.
still considered magical, even if they don't have a bonus.
Oh.
So, I mean, it's still useful.
Oh.
I mean, go and find somebody else who is selling those sort of things and swap it. Or buy
Yeah.
one and then return the one saying, it doesn't work.
Yeah.
I want my money back.
And then for buying things, I don't know. The only thing I could think of is like an actual magical bow. Because the quiver is magical, but I don't think my bow is. And then,
Oh, actually, I need to replace my bow because I gave it to you.
yeah. And then I think that one broke. Oh, no, I do have a magical bow. Okay. I broke the
Yeah.
other one. So the bow's fine. The quiver's magical. A new quiver, maybe. And then, like, I want maybe buff my armor up because We're
I've
kind of
never-
lacking meat shields, and I'm squishy.
All
You've
right.
got more HP than I do.
I know. I'm gonna become the tank.
Yeah.
Okay. I found what I needed. So ring of control human. Okay. So that would be worth. Let's see. Rings. Here we go. 3,750 is what you can get for it.
3,750.
And also keep in mind that that turns into 3,750 experience points that you guys can share out to.
Yeah. So should I just sell that, you think, guys? Or
So how much is buying a replacement cost?
Twice that.
Twice. All right.
Yeah.
uh,
Because
I
you got to
mean-
make a profit. I mean, you're not going to buy something for exactly what you're going to resell it for. So.
right?
No, I mean I assumed they were not idiot. Well,
Yeah.
I don't know.
And what was that XP amount?
3,750.
And then you said that's times 1.5.
No, that is after the 1.5.
Oh, oh.
So it's 2,500 usually.
Yeah.
Oh,
Okay. I mean,
yeah.
I'm only gonna level up to 9 if I get like 29,000 more. I'm just close in the scope of like closer than usual to other stuff.
Mhm.
So I'm not gonna be. Is anyone like really close to leveling up again?
No.
No, not even
No?
close. I don't
Alright.
think. I think you are the closest.
Okay, so I
Yeah.
might hold on to the ring.
Okay.
We might need that. But I do want to look into armor or shield.
Okay, well, again, is there anything we want to sell first? Let's get rid of.
Yeah.
Let's get rid of that.
I have a jade necklace, which I think came from the Hollow Earth, or where the wearer and anyone
Ooh.
they touching can breathe underwater.
Yeah. Okay, that's actually a really good one.
Only
Jade's
rings of fire
also
protection
not.
because of
Jade's
fire.
also not very common above.
Really? I have a chunk of jade as well.
That's why
and a
you got
chunk
a
of
chunk of
ammo.
jade, because it was rare
Hmm.
from memory. You said, "Oh, this is rare." Yoink.
Oh, it came from the panther thing, didn't it? Yeah,
Mm.
that we destroyed.
Yeah, actually, we all need rings of fire protection because of throwing fireballs. You lot.
Won't be needing them in this city though. It will cost him too much. It's a death sentence, isn't it? Yeah.
Okay.
At
So
least
we'll
you
give
have
that
really
one.
cut.
We'll give that one a multiplier because of the jade as well as the magic on it. So that one would be worth 6,750.
Does
We
anybody
need
want
Ren-
it?
Randall should create Randall's personalized fireball.
It only kills one person with fire. Totally legal.
Yep.
Does
Uh,
anybody want the jade necklace, where the wearer and anybody touching it will breathe on the water? Otherwise, I'll sell it because I really don't see. Well, I don't know. Actually, we're in a place with loads of canals.
Yeah, I was just thinking that.
Uh,
Not a terrible
all
thing
right,
to keep.
let's hold on. I'll hold on to it until we leave
Right.
the city, and then I'll go. Here we go. I'll sell it.
What is it?
But I mean,
Okay.
I'll sell the chunk of jade that I have.
Chunk of jade, 2,500.
Oh, there we go. Woo!
What if I
2000.
wanted to sell the staff of snakes?
Staff of snakes. Oh, okay. It's actually a fairly common item, but let's see. Still get a good amount for that. All right. Well, a staff of snakes, 2,700.
Okay. Because that like I want there
You're
are
like in a
several.
pawn shop, guys. Like, best I could do, 2,700. I'm doing you a favor. I mean, look at this thing. You call that a snake?
Well, because I would like to replenish my stock of like spell scrolls,
Uh huh.
and there are a couple of spells that I would like to you learn or purchase. See, lightning bolt, dimension door, and dispel magic.
Okay. So you don't have those. You want to get those. You want to get scrolls of those.
Yes,
Okay.
I want to get some of those, and I'll sell the staff of snakes because I don't.
Okay.
With 24 hit points, I'm not going to be wading into melee.
2,700 gold to you. 2,700 experience to be divided out. All right. So each of those spells, it's going to be 300 gold per level per scroll.
Okay.
None of those spells are particularly rare, so that's a base price.
So now that would I could take the scrolls and I could learn them and put them in my spell book.
Yeah, which destroys the scroll, but it would then be in your spell book.
Okay. So let's see what.
And then Victor can pick them up.
Yeah.
So you still need to spend money though, even if you're learning a spell from a spell book, you still don't spend money on materials and stuff.
No, so for Fig Jam to get a spell from Radnar would actually teach it to him.
Huh.
Like if you're transcribing it from from your spell book onto a scroll, it's like 100 gold per level in materials. In this case, he's buying a scroll at 300 per level and then putting it into a spell book. But if Fig Jam wanted that spell, Radnar would just take the time to teach it to him.
Okay.
I'm not a good pupil.
Now, I'll probably check with Bob before I go around fashions around something to sell because he knows I'm a cleric. And this is the horn from room 53 in the Amber Castle, which is the one of Demon. Now, I don't know, does it still work? And B, is it something you just want to get rid of so you don't have to bother tracking it?
It's still magical. If you take the time to actually view it, it is absolutely still magical.
Okay.
You want to try and sell it?
Well, it's a thing that does against demons. So
oh yeah, but see that's that doesn't count. Holy artifacts are fine.
Oh, is it something that you particularly
for
want
reasons?
Is that something that you'd carefully keep track of? Oh, in 10 years' time, oh, we got this thing from this play campaign, or just want to get rid of it now out of the system?
Up to you, but I tell you what, make me a luck check and just tell me high or low.
High. Yes. Hey, that's nice.
There are several buyers for it. Enough so that Bob's household will tell you it might be best to auction that off. There are certain demonologists that would be very interested in that.
Yeah, I haven't used it. I keep forgetting about the damn thing.
I can plant myself in the audience and do fake bids.
If you end up buying it, I'm not giving you any more money.
So the auction house will take 10%, but if you want to put it up for auction,
sure. Yeah.
Okay. All right. We'll just say this happens over some time, but give me another luck check and just high or low.
High again. This one's gonna. Yep, failed.
Okay, that's all right. Let me roll and see. High, so the difference of. Okay, so it will sell for.
And we're suddenly up another level. Yay!
All right, given you failed that second one there, it sells for 60,000.
A nice chunk of change. Is that after the auction house has taken theirs?
No. So minus 6,000.
54,000 then.
Okay, divide that by 4.
And then that is experience. Yeah, so go ahead and divide that out.
13500.
Yep.
So
You're not sure
just
you
a
did a good thing by selling that. The clientele that was attracted to this auction are sketchy to be nice to them.
I was
Yeah.
either that or I'd lose the item somewhere anyway. So anyway, this way it's out. We don't have to worry about tracking it.
Yep.
Anything. One less thing to worry about keeping track of.
So is that all the people want to sell?
And we have a lot of cash besides this, right?
Yeah.
So like I could spend 4,700, 4,800 gold I could spend, and that wouldn't put that big of a dent in it.
How much?
4,800.
4,800.
Not 48,000, 4,800.
It had us getting around 220,000 in gold.
Okay,
Just
so
from last
4,800 is fine, is
Yeah.
good then.
Yeah.
Because I want to stock up on some scrolls as well as those spells that I wanted to buy.
Okay, yeah, done. Dion, you said you wanted to buy some armor?
Yeah, I have leather armor and a shield that I want to trade up.
Trade up for better leather or
Yeah, I don't think I really want to go for higher style of armor, but like a magical leather armor or magical shield or both, depending on the price and what's available.
well, shields. I mean, you can buy basic shields with enchantments up to a +5, just from many of the vendors. But if you want something a little special, a shield that's got a plus but also does another thing, you could look around for that. But
Yeah.
it's starts at +1. A +1 shield starts at 375 gold, and then it doubles.
375 times 2.
I had
for a
a spare +2
2.
shield I could have given you if you wanted to say you got that.
I mean, yeah. What kind of magical effects can I get on a +2 though?
Okay,
I mean,
I'll
a
tell you what.
+2 is only 750.
Let's see what's available right now. So make
Yeah.
me a luck roll first.
Always high, baby. Always high. Pow, low.
Okay. So I'm going to use this chart instead.
Great.
Roll me a D100.
And big money, big money, big money. 69, 82.
82.
Yeah.
Oh wow.
Oh wow.
Okay, it's going to be pricey, but someone has a shield that when a foe impacts with it, they will get they'll basically be struck by a bolt of lightning.
How much is it?
All right, with the Mistara or with the Glantri tax, 4,500.
It's only 4,500 gold.
Yeah.
It's a
in
plus.
addition to the plus you want, so you pay for the plus and
Okay.
then another 4,500.
So it would be 5,250 if it was a +2. Can I do it? You guys cool? It's 5,000.
Yeah, take it.
Give it
Oh.
to me.
Okay.
All right. Cool.
You are our new meat shield, you realize.
Yes, no, I know. That's why I'm doing this. Okay, so shield +2.
Yeah, so the way this works is if someone strikes at you and they miss you by by that up to 2 points, or you got it as a +2, right?
Yep, +2.
So within that range, they'll take 2d8 electrical damage.
So if they miss me by 2 or more, or like
or more.
if
2 or more.
okay. Oh shit. Okay,
Yeah.
I like that.
Yeah.
Yep.
So okay.
Now you have no idea how many charges it has, or if it's unlimited or not, and they can't tell you. But yeah, there you go.
Can I say that doesn't make sense? Because
Sure.
if they miss you by 2 or more,
Yeah.
then surely you're better off having a 1. Because if it's 1 or more, that's a greater range. Surely it should be 2 or less.
Oh, that might be it.
Yeah, that makes
then.
sense. That makes sense. Yeah.
So it's 2 or less. Okay.
So Buy a +4 shield. Damn it.
Yeah,
Yes!
you know what?
As big as you
Yeah,
can, man.
give me the +4 shield. That's a lot less. It's 750, then it'll be 1,000.
Oh, you mean the +4 shield
500.
with lightning? Is that what you're saying?
With lightning as well. Yeah, having off all the time. That'd be great.
No, I just want a +4 at that point. If
Oh,
it's got to be that
alright.
small of a margin and it's temporary, I'd rather just have the permanent solid +4 and commit to my AC
Alright.
because the shield itself now is putting me at a 0
Nice.
because it was
That's
no,
good.
it's a +4 shield. I'm at -1 at that
Yeah,
point.
nice.
Mm.
Yeah, there you go.
So
And as
how do
far
I
as
fix
armor,
that?
I mean, you can get leather up to +3.
Okay, so yeah, I'll do that too. How much is that?
That's a little bit more pricey. Let's see. Plus, well, actually, no,
Yeah.
it's not either.
So it was 3,000 for the shield.
So
for our-
1,350 for leather +3.
1,350 for
Yeah.
a +3. Is there any that are a +3 with an enchantment? Hopefully something that makes me sneakier or
Give me a luck check.
always high, baby. Always high. Come on. 90.
Okay, roll me a
Nice.
D100.
Come on, baby. Big money, big money. 1.
It's a shopping episode.
Oh, actually, that works out.
Oh.
Blending.
Oh,
So it doesn't make you invisible. It just makes it harder for you to be seen. Like basically, it's like the Predator type of thing. Like it kind of the colors kind of shift to match the background.
okay. So
That is
You have to make the clicking noise whenever you use it.
blending armor +3.
5,250 for that, in addition to the armor.
Yeah, that's fine. What's the blending effect do? Like mechanically?
So, are you a thief?
Yes.
Okay, so what happens is, well, one, if anyone is like particularly looking to find you, so usually you have to roll. Okay, well, what level are you right now as a thief?
8.
8. Okay, so it's going to treat your skill as if you were 2 levels higher.
That's all that does?
Well, on your end.
Okay.
On your end. On the enemy's end, unless someone is particularly looking for you, they're not going to see you. So, like passively noticing you, they're just not going to notice you. But if somebody is on guard for someone sneaking by, they have a chance to see you. But someone not looking for you just won't see you.
Oh, I want it. I can assassinate people and then be in front line. That's perfect. Okay. Yeah. Yeah.
Okay.
Do want. Yes. Armor blending +3 and a shield +4. So my
Magicked
AC
up.
goes up by 7 total. So I'm at -4 AC. How do I adjust my armor class? Oh, there it is. It's
Just directly.
the box was in a weird position.
Okay.
Okay. Cool. I feel strong.
Yeah. All right. Anyone else buying magic? Bill, you bought a bunch of scrolls and some spells.
Yeah, I'm good. If the party agrees, I'm gonna spend above what my 2,700 will get me. I'm gonna spend about 6,900, and I'm gonna get a couple of spells and a bunch of scrolls.
Okay.
I will have Dimension Door, man. That's gonna be awesome.
Okay.
Hey, we can go visit Magpie now.
And Charm Monster. I'm excited about that one too.
Oh my god, yes, so useful. As a quick note to the party, I have no melee capabilities. My strength is garbage. So I won't get hit,
So-
but I can't hit.
So when someone loots your charred corpse, they'll get a really nice shield.
Yeah. So I don't know. I can't really aim for a melee weapon at all and hope to do good, but my big thing is I'm gonna hopefully draw fire away from you guys, and then you can make shit explode.
Yeah, also remember that if you're using your bow in combat, you can't also be using your shield.
Right.
So, yeah.
Right. That's why if I'm doing this, the blending armor helps because I'm gonna go full on assassin and like sneak around and then like stab people and then get stuck
Yep.
in combat.
So yeah, people watching that have tuned in, this is sort of a shopping expedition. The party has been away from any civilized area where they can actually level up and spend all their gold for quite a while, and we're also planning out
Civilized.
what we want to do from here. It definitely sounds like the party as a whole do not want to stay in Glantri city proper.
No.
But there's a lot going on in the countryside, and of course there's Darrakeen, which is just to the south here, which is a more interesting place, a little bit more rustic, and a more high adventure, if you will. Okay, anyone else were buying magic items?
Yep.
Oh, healing
Okay,
potions
James,
too.
Jameis, what do you want?
Oh
that's a
yeah.
point. Yeah, we'll
Getting
come back
close.
to those. We'll start with a simple bow +2.
Okay, I'm bow +2. Do you want to see if there's any extra enchantment that
I
might be
don't
available?
care.
You don't care. Okay.
Just a straight bow +2 because the extra stuff is going to be the 2 rings I want to try and get. Simple bow. I had a blow +1, so I might as well upgrade to bow +2 while we're here. So that's like 700 or something. I don't know what the.
Oh, can we equip 2 rings?
I think so.
Yeah.
Pretty sure.
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
I want to look for
One on
something
each hand.
after everyone else then. One more thing
I
then.
think you can do more than 2, but it's technically it's one in each
it's
hand. Is
fif-
what sort of,
1,500 for a bow +2.
okay. Now for the ones I actually care about, one more than the other. I was sort of thinking in terms of AC and that a ring of evasion
Ooh, a
type
ring.
of thing.
Okay.
Nice.
So I could increase my chainmail or just sort of, but the ring of evasion means I can actually always have something on it. If I'm not wearing my chainmail, that I've always got something of AC bump.
Oh my god, and then you can get beat up instead of me.
I'm pretty much frontline anyway, so
It's okay, we'll carry this party of mages. We got this.
Well, that's why I want to get the
roll
other
me,
ring.
roll me a D100, high or low, luck check.
High, low.
Okay, roll another D100.
Party of squishies
Oh.
looking
Goody.
for a fighter. Hit
Alright.
us up.
So no rings that would improve your armor class or make you harder to hit, but there is an amulet that you can purchase.
Okay.
Assuming you don't already have one in use.
Not that I'm aware of.
Okay, so depending on what you want to spend, there you can do a plus, reduce your armor class by 2 or reduce your armor class by 3. The 2 is 2,500, and then the 3 is just another 1,000, so 3,500.
Go for the +3 then. Makes sense. So what's that totaling? Because I just typing numbers wrong.
3,500.
Okay. And then the other thing I wanted was a ring of fireproof because of fireballing in the party here.
Yeah. Okay.
Especially if I'm going to be frontline, you guys are going to be throwing fireballs.
Make me another luck check, high or low.
Oh, it's high. Yes.
Okay. Ring of Fire Resistance, which basically it gives you if you have to roll against a fire attack where you get a save for half, you just automatically pass it.
Well, that's
Okay.
perfect.
They've got ring of fire nullification or whatever.
Yeah.
They take no fire damage at all.
Yeah.
Mm,
I mean, they do have Ring of Protection versus Fire. It's really expensive at 8,000, but they do have it.
What do you guys think?
with how often you guys throw fireballs.
Yeah, that's probably a good
Okay.
investment. Yeah.
All right.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, 8,000.
God, if we could only find one more of
But
those, or
that's
if Darby
13.
can messenger pigeon his back, we can just all fireball ourselves.
What if, like, would I be able to buy materials that I would be able to use to create scrolls in the future?
Yeah, it's 100 gold pieces per level and a day per level to make them.
Okay.
I mean, assuming you know the spell, you
Yeah.
know the spell. So yeah, that's just material
minus
cost.
1. Fig Jam, you're after anything?
I don't know.
Actually,
honestly,
I'm sorry, Bill. I forgot. I'm sorry. No, it's 1 week per spell level to
Okay.
create it. So yeah, they're slow to create.
What if you got your? Didn't you lose your? Did you have the stabbing stick in this game?
yes,
Yeah.
I've still got it.
Yeah.
What if you give it returning?
So I can
Throw it.
throw it. No, it's
Yeah.
not a throwing thing.
Or are there rings of like giant strength or anything like that? Ogre
No, there are
strength.
belts. There are belts of that.
Yeah, belts.
They're
I
fairly
do
rare.
need a belt. My pants have been falling down from running around all these months.
Amazing how the thief seems to be using the most of your gold.
I don't know what you're talking
was it
about.
Radnor brought up? Also, health potions is something to keep an eye out for.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
was quick. Can we even get health potions here?
Absolutely, yeah.
Okay.
Oh wait,
they're
you
the
know what?
snortable kind.
No, actually, no. I'm sorry. I take that back. Healing potions
that's
require
cleric magic, isn't it?
clerical magic. They're
Yeah.
in very short supply. Now there are other items. I mean, they're like rings of regeneration.
Well, everyone gets one of those.
What do
What's
they
that
do?
ring of sustenance is also one of the other common
Yeah.
rings you want to go for.
So ring of regeneration, you get depending on how powerful the ring is, you get hit points back every round. But I mean, yeah. So a basic one would be like 1 hit point a round. Some of the better ones are upwards of 10 hit points a round, but those are of course a lot more expensive.
Would that
So-
count if you were below 0?
If you were not dead, yes.
Okay.
Jeez, I mean, I think that sounds better than a ring of resist fiery death. You could just pop back
Not
up
if the
again
fiery death
eventually.
is going to put me into below 10, below minus
Yeah.
10. The other thing is ring of sustenance. They were fairly cheap in a lot of games, but I don't know if do they exist here.
They
Which is
do,
more of
a mere 400, well, times 1.5.
600.
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
will point out that we have a magic bag that produces food for us.
Yeah,
twice a
I'm not
day.
saying. I'm just saying that's the
Yeah.
other common ring that people get. I mean, I've already got a ring of 550. I'm going to get one other ring, and if we can get ring of regeneration for the party,
Okay, so
Do
a ring of regeneration that regenerates just 1 hit point around. But again, if you're just looking for something that will give you back your hit points without having to take extended rests and sleep and whatnot, that's useful. They are. Let's see.
Seeing as none of us have HP over
5,250 for a ring that does 1 hit point per round.
and what's the
5,000?
increase?
1
I
hit
mean, that's
point.
not bad.
Yeah.
Yeah.
1
Well,
hit point.
what's the increase on that for the next?
Well, the next one may not be available. That's why I was going to ask who's looking. Yeah, whoever wants to know, just roll me a luck check.
Yeah.
Okay, you can roll. Yep.
High.
It doesn't matter because it's
Low.
that. Yeah.
Yeah, not available.
Okay, so that's what 20K for the 4 of us. That's assuming we all each want one.
Mhm.
I mean,
That's not nothing. That's
So what
freaking
this
good.
essentially means is if you get knocked unconscious, you will be back up next round. If you get knocked into negatives, since you bleed 1 per round, you just stay at negatives and don't die until someone can come over and
That's not nothing.
yeah.
Yeah.
That's not nothing.
Yeah.
And then once you're out of combat, wait
Yep.
a couple of minutes and back.
Yeah. We should get that for our party right now. Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah, they're pricey,
One of those for-
but yeah.
worth it.
I mean, it only costs 2 years out of some apprentice magic user's life to create each one. I mean,
Yeah. Listen,
us,
that's what they
so-
sign up for to get their
Hey,
thesis.
we're the
finished.
bad guys, remember? Sacrificing people's lives is what we do.
I mean, capitalism.
Right. I still think we've got a whole chunk of change left even after doing this.
You guys just spent a really large chunk of change. I know you still got plenty of money left, but
Yeah.
that cut into your supply quite a bit.
Okay,
Yeah.
I guess.
Yeah, what do
I
you want?
have back ages and ages and ages ago. I went to see about selling these
Stones, island stones.
gems,
Oh, the gems. Okay, yeah.
and they were going to be worth 800 to 900,000.
Yeah.
I believe. Unfortunately, we never got back to there to work out how much it is. Can I sell them here? Are they
Yes.
worth anything here?
They will be worth the total, the high. Yeah, they buy gemstones a lot because you need them in making magic items.
Yeah. All right. Well, they needed to be worked on first of all, I
Yep.
believe. So yeah.
Oh, so yeah, the value I gave you, I think, was the value what they would be
After.
worth after a gem. Okay, so I tell you what, just roll me a percentage roll. This isn't a luck check, just a percentage roll.
All right. A flat D100 for you tells me that I've rolled a
Okay.
55.
Now, do you have a charisma? No, you do not have a charisma. bonus.
Yeah. I have a. Do I have a negative?
Yeah. Do you?
I don't know. Let me have a look. I know it's an 8, but I can't remember if that's a negative
Yeah,
or not.
it's a -1, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it is. No, it's a
Okay.
7 in this game. Sorry. Yes. -1.
-1. Okay, so 10% left. So we'll call it 50%. So like you can get half that high value if you want to sell them to a gem seller, who would in turn be able to make a 50% profit off of it.
I mean, for it's worth it. I mean,
There's experience points too.
exactly. That is just what. Let me just. All right. Let
Am
me
I
just
gonna level
go
up
back.
again?
Exactly. That's just what I'm trying to work out. What the hell?
Given
Is
it's
it
a
90,000 or
random-
is it 900,000? I'm just
It's a
going
big
over the
difference.
numbers there.
Yeah, it's a big
Units,
difference. Well, given
tens,
it's a random
hundreds.
D100% roll, unless
Right.
you got lots of bits, you're not really going to do a lot better.
Dumb question. Do we get EXP for buying magic items? No. Okay. Just
You'll
sell
get it if you
Right.
later sell it.
Okay.
So if we buy a magic item and then sell it, we can get XP.
So if we just keep doing that, selling them for the same.
Mm.
You won't get them for the same. The price will be less than
What if we buy it and then set up a stall outside the shop that we bought it from, selling it for 1 gold piece cheaper?
Yeah.
Then Bert will come and bash you in. Then Bert will come and bash you in. Not the
Yeah.
guy.
All right.
I will
I
make sure
mean-
the experience is earned.
Yeah, we need a permit to sell it, remember?
Well, as that starts, yeah.
I mean, it doesn't matter. It's all converting into XP. I mean, all right, sell it for 450,000 for these.
It's a lot of XP.
Anybody
it is.
object to that?
Do it. Do it.
Jeez,
Let's
all right.
get Galen up. Get Galen up to 8.
450.
Yeah,
450.
450,000.
Thousand.
That's that.
That's
that is a
100,000
lot.
each.
Oh my
Yeah,
god.
that isn't.
yeah.
That will be enough to kick me up.
Jesus, we're
That's
That's
gonna
the
stay
point. I
another
mean, I knew
week
you
here
guys
to
were
level
carrying
up.
a bunch of stuff that was worth money, and you don't get the
Yeah.
experience until you sell it or do something with it.
I know a long time ago I brokered stuff back at the original Green Party, but I haven't been back yet to
Yep.
get that back either. I don't think it was going to be much, but
Are we going to get back to the original what's his place and find out that the blacksmith we had is now in control of the entire guild or something?
yeah. Wow.
I won't level, but I will
This is-
just see what how much I need for next one.
We did buy the
I've-
Rings of Regeneration, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay, good.
I'm assuming.
I put that in there. I still haven't touched my EXP though. I'm hoping that there's a grand total at the end.
How many
Hey,
did
what-
we buy?
Hmm?
How many
Sorry.
rings did we buy?
One for each of you.
One each.
Nice.
Yeah.
why not?
Take it. This will save me from having to spend all my bloody heal spells on you bastards.
Yeah. Some of us need that shit. So
Mhm. It's not like you
thought-
could heal us right now. You'd get arrested.
It would prove for an
That is true.
interesting adventure if you all would have like technically a TPK where you're all brought to like -9 and there's no one there to bandage you, so you're just perpetually in limbo, neither alive nor dead.
it could happen.
I mean, eventually scavengers would find our body and
Yes.
start eating on us. So,
Yeah.
I mean,
Oh, listen, that could be a heck of a way to harvest blood from someone. Just have them at the minus level and put the ring on, just continually get
does
their
it-
blood because
Does it regenerate organs as well?
Well, the
Magic.
system doesn't take into account things like broken bones and organs and such not. So technically,
Wow.
yes, it is doing
Oh,
that.
there we go. Infinite supply of organs for other people. There we go.
that puts a black market in a bit of a bad situation. I've just got this guy here. He's got a ring of regeneration plus 10. He's need liver. Yeah, this one. Bing, back.
Exactly. And I was just thinking we don't need those rings of sustenance now either.
Well, yeah, technically. Well, we never got them.
Does Radnor have to have an extra large ring of sustenance?
No.
Alright.
That curse was removed from you, so you're back to eating
Yeah.
normal.
Yeah. Yeah.
A ring of golden corral. Just a buffet.
Jesus.
Would that give me an extra? No, that does not give me an extra 5th level spell, so it's still in mystery.
I'd rather have a ring of White Castle.
Never had.
All right. So is anyone else trying to find anything or buy
All right,
anything?
I'm going to
Yeah.
look for something. I am interested in some sort of ring where I can store a spell in there,
Spell storing. Yep.
but and then I can recast onto the ring later to
Yep.
Yep.
do it again. That's the same
Yeah,
sort of
that
thing.
will go.
All right, then yeah.
That's standard spell storing.
You want it as a
I
ring?
wasn't sure. Yeah,
I love
why
that extra pocket fireball.
not? Yeah. Hey, I might take continual light instead.
Yeah.
Okay,
Make that
spell
one extra
storing.
token.
Okay. You can get make me give me a luck check.
All right.
Get more
Low.
water. I'll be right back.
Nope. High.
Okay.
It's not
So
round.
then what's available is Ring of Spell Storing for 3,000. You can get one that will store one spell. For 4,500, you can get one that stores two spells of any level.
Might
And you
as
can
well
just
get...
recast into them whenever you want. It basically just holds it until you release it.
Cool. I might as well get the two then. I mean, there's no reason not to.
It's actually a
4,500.
fairly simple magic item. Just the ones that hold more take a lot more resources to make.
All right. Well, there we go. Shopping, shopping, shopping. I will have that.
Okay.
I'll try and desperately dispel the word ring correctly.
All right, so you guys divest yourself of a bunch of gold. You got some experience for selling off some items, turning in some gemstones.
Actually, did we, in fact, pay more than you just got with the gems? I don't think we even credited that.
No, not with 450,000.
Yeah, I don't think we even broke that, let alone the gold we came in with. So yeah, just go see the green company and say, hey, you want up your hill? Want to up your base?
I don't know that I want to help the green company in this area.
How much XP do we get from all this stuff we
A
sold?
lot.
So an amount that will be determined afterwards.
Yeah.
I've been adding as I've been going. It's over 100,000.
Yeah.
Holy shit.
So if you're that close to level that, then you already
Yeah.
go.
Yeah, keep in
Yeah.
mind in BX, actually in all the early editions of D&D, most of your experience comes from treasure, not from monsters.
Yeah.
So,
I know guys that run old school that they don't give XP for killing monsters.
Yep.
They give it's all for treasure and stuff. They're like, if you have to fight a monster, you've messed up somewhere.
See, I've had the opposite where it was, you're not going to find treasure. What's treasure? What's magic items? You killed a dragon, it had 3 gold on it. Literally has happened. I killed a white dragon, 3 gold. I was like,
and 3 starving hatchlings. Congratulations.
yeah.
Oh, of course, on the old days, you actually had the gold was actually in the monster. You actually
Yeah.
had to cut them open to get the gold.
The hatchlings come up to you afterwards and go, please, sir, where's our mother?
Pulling Anakin.
Oh, do we want to visit the green company? Is it what else are we doing here? Are we just going to?
You're awaiting
away?
possible reply from your
Oh.
spell. Other than that, it's up to you. You know, you got all the permissions for the next year to wander the town with your weapons and armor, and
Mm. I wanna hang out at the Green Party and shoot the shit with them and get
All
all the
right.
juicy gossip in the area.
So there's exactly 5 members of the Green Company here. They were actually part
Mhm.
of a caravan that didn't intend to be here, but their caravan pretty much got demolished. A mage from Glantri happened to come by and help them out. They ended up coming up here. They got enough treasure from what they ended up destroying the creature, a nest of wyverns. That they had enough gold to rent out a place here and start an outpost. And they didn't have enough gold for the sending of a scry, so they just sent a message back via caravan, waiting to find out what to do.
They had enough gold to open an outpost, but they didn't have 20 gold for a
rent
scry.
an outpost. Yeah. Well, because they had to have someplace to stay too, because things are enormously expensive
I
here.
just think that's funny.
Yeah, so they did open some relations with the political branch here to be able to get a dispensation that they're working under the auspice of Duke Stefan as cartographers. Yeah, so they haven't been making any money because they're cartographers. Here, I'll draw you a map. Yeah.
Well,
Yeah,
we need a
so
map
they're
for
they're
our
fairly
files.
lean on money. Yep, they're waiting word from the rest of the Green Company, and these are 5 individuals you've never met before. Yeah,
Well, don't worry.
Isn't
We
that
used to
kinda
travel with
how-
Magpie back in the day. I'm sure she'll get back to us very quickly now that we've told her we're here.
Isn't
Yeah.
cartographers
Sure you were
how we
valuable members as
started
well.
at
yes,
first level, Bert?
you started off.
Yep.
The Green Company started off as cartographers. That's right.
Yep.
Yep.
God, that
Yes.
was scary being a first level magic user in this game.
Did you
You
have
only
really
died like
spells?
twice.
Yeah.
It's not much
Yeah.
better being level 7, mate.
I mean, except that I can like, with all this stuff that I just bought, I'm gonna be a arsenal, man. I can't get hit, but I can do some damage.
Yeah.
So Ted, and Ed from Green Company and Galantry. It's really funny all 4 of you have the same name, but nice to meet you all.
What are you talking about? It's Ted, T-E-D, Ted, T-E-A-D,
Oh,
Ted, T-H-E-D.
oh, Ted, T-E-D-D, and Ed with 3
With- with-
Ds. Got it.
And a silent T
ETD.
at the front.
Oh. My apologies. The T's silent.
Yes. Yeah, right. So they're just
Uh.
hanging out until they get word. They've been able to secure these lodgings is what they're using it for. But they also have a license that was granted to them. They didn't have to purchase the license to be cartographers here for Stefan.
So you guys haven't sent a message back yet?
No, they did. They sent it back with a
Oh.
caravan, but the caravan takes months to cross the mountains.
Yeah.
So.
How long ago was that?
A month ago. They've been here for a month.
Alright.
Yeah, they're paid up for the next year here, minus a few months.
Have you heard of us? That's an
Ooh,
important
that's
question.
that's a good
Do
question.
you know us?
That's a
Are
very
we
good-
mystical explorers who
Considering some
disappeared,
of you
never to
weren't
return?
even in the original party.
No,
They
yeah, they have no
obviously
idea who you
know
are.
Me.
That's
I'm the
like-
pretty one.
They know who a magpie is. It's like funny. She never mentioned you guys.
What?
Dude, Rednall was the OG.
Yeah. Come on now.
I mean, she used to talk about these assholes that she used to travel with
Yeah,
before.
that's us.
Yeah.
Come on, do we not look like assholes? Come on.
Hmm.
Well, I mean,
So you guys-
I mean, you can establish your bona fides easily enough. I mean, yeah, they believe you are who you are. They're fine with that. But yeah, they have no idea. Like they're just hanging around until they get their marching orders. It could be that Stefan does actually want them to do some cartographic work up this way. Who knows? There's not great maps other than the maps for the trade routes. There's really just not great maps of the area, at least available to like him. I'm sure the people here have great maps.
I'm also saying this, should we just give them some money? Because we've got
Yeah.
tons of it.
Let's
Yeah,
give him
yeah.
a little stipend, whatever.
You can always write it off.
Invest.
You can write it off.
Yeah.
Oh, that's all within the green company. if it was left to go in, say, 100,000, yeah.
Yeah.
So-
I mean,
someone
technically,
else may want it to sell.
25% of everything you find on a Green Company mission goes back to the Green Company anyway. But
We didn't find it on a Green Company mission. We found it just trying to get our way home.
technically, investigating that cave was a Green Company mission.
Right, and then we finished that mission and started an entirely new mission.
Yeah.
I don't know.
No, that's a fair point. If we ever get back to him, we'll give them the two. Yeah, I'd recommend give them some money.
All right, so
Listen,
this is talking to the players. So what direction do you want to take? You're going to get back word from Magpie, basically saying, yeah, you can expand the outpost that's here, do the cartographic work that Stefan wants, and he does want it, but he wants it more towards the Derekeen, Glantri divisive line. You know, like he wants it more mapped out as to like where the actual geography is of where Derekeen ends and Glantri begins. So Derekeen are, I mean, basically they're a nation of businessmen. I mean, they've got guilds out the wazoo, but they do a lot of business and everything's structured around that.
Bureaucrats.
Well, less so than Glantri.
Fair.
I will ask GM, is there some particular messages you want us to run us on while we're in Galantry?
There is a whole bunch of story seeds and interesting stuff that can happen in Glantri, but it's really up to you as to whether or not you want to stay in a place where if you use your powers, Galen, you could be executed.
Yes.
You know, it's really up to you.
As
Yeah, it's kind of a
characters, I don't
bummer
think
like
any
that.
of us particularly want to stay in Galantry.
Yeah.
But as players, if the GM is like, oh, here's this great adventure. I'm sure
There's a
we
lot
can
of cool
accommodate.
stuff going on in the area, and Derekeen, which, like I said, to the south is interesting. If you go further north, you get into the Viking area. There's some cool stuff going on there as well.
And we're also getting to the level where we can start like building our own like
Yeah.
base stronghold stuff. So I guess a good question we should think about, because we're probably going to level up, or at least I'm going to, and get a thieves guild started, is do we want to start a base of operations somewhere?
Mm-hmm.
And like, where have we been that we know there wasn't Green Party where we might be like, this could be beneficial?
So after you've reached 9th level as a thief, you can start attracting apprentices and open up a thieves' den, which could eventually become a thieves' guild.
Yeah. Yeah, that's what I'm looking at, is if like, and can't like the mages do something like that too at level
Yeah.
9, or
They get
Everyone,
towers. Everybody
much.
gets something at 9th level that they can do.
can we
Yeah.
is there a way to like combine that and
So
like
the other
we
thing
just
that's-
make a big stronghold?
The thing that's the another thing that's a possibility for the players, something for you guys to consider, is that you can try to get one of your members or multiples of your members' nobility, status, and land. So once you have land, you know you can have a city built, you can, or whatever you would like done. But you need to be nobility. You need to be granted land for that to
Alright,
happen.
well,
Or
I'm
you
the
go and
prettiest
conquer land. Take
one,
somebody else's.
so- Well, I'm the prettiest, so I guess you can marry me off, and then
I will
you
point out
know.
that halflings don't get anything at level 9 because they don't get level 9.
Yes.
Oof.
Yeah, screw
Um,
you is basically what the system says to halflings.
because I mean, you're both gonna get towers, so are we gonna have like twin towers and then like a little thieves' den in between them, and then like a
So
monastery in the
typically,
back?
halflings can do strongholds anytime they want.
Yep.
That's the other
Oh.
thing. Yeah, if they've got the money for it, just go
Oh.
and do a stronghold or a shire, as it's called.
Mhm. That's interesting.
I mean, if you go back to Karmikos, you can buy land from Duke Stefan because he's got a whole bunch of uncharted wilderness, which he would love to have a baron or a baronet under his auspices to take over and tame. So there's lots of land in Karmikos that you could take over.
We wanna.
So if you
Explore
wanted
the
to start
wild.
heading back home, I mean, that could be our campaign next, is just heading back home, because you'll be passing through, Glantri, you'll be passing through Derekeen, going over the mountains. I mean, so there's a lot of stuff we could do just for you going back home.
I'm open to whatever. I mean, I do want to stop back at the original Green Party at some point, but that's just like a side quest.
I mean, there's a
There's
whole
economic
other level of
governance.
game we could get into as well. I mean, if you do want to establish like a hold, a freehold, or just a territory, I mean, we can get into the politicking game where you guys will probably want to make some secondary characters that are your exploration or adventurers, and then these characters would be rulers, of an area or a domain.
Can't see Fig Jam ever being a ruler of
Hmm.
anything.
You can just, lead the green hordes to their death and then be the only one that returns 90% of the time. It didn't work out.
Yeah, but it's up to you. I didn't have a particular module, for instance, that I wanted to do next. I was hoping just to kind of play around in Mystara, use some of the seed hooks, and so if you're not familiar with them, the Gaz series are basically gazetteers for each of the areas. So there's one for Glantri, the Shadow Elves domain, Otrigan clans. I mean, so I've got one for each area on Mystara that has plenty of like story hooks and all kinds of stuff that I could throw at you.
At some point, I would be finding out about the gods and definitely want to go deal with something.
Yep, there's that too. Yeah.
How would we get knowledge about that? I mean,
Well, because I'm keeping track of the timeline. Actually, I'm staying to the Mystara timeline, so there's like a really big god battle coming up.
Ooh.
so that'll just be the proc for us to
Yeah,
realize. Okay.
yeah,
So that's just eventually.
yeah.
So maybe do we want to head home, or do you guys think something else is a better idea? Or
If you're Rednall.
I mean, I don't know. I would like to go home at some point, but I mean, if there's cool stuff to do out here, I mean, I want to, I mean, that's a problem with getting higher level is our, we're gonna have I don't know. Doesn't matter. I'm pretty open
Yeah.
at this point.
I mean, like I said, there's plenty of adventuring that we could do getting you back home. Because again, it takes months to be able to cross the mountains, get back into Karmikos.
I mean, didn't somebody just learn Dimension Door?
It only goes
Yep.
360.
Yeah.
That we
yards.
did.
It's not that big.
I know,
It's not
it's
that
a
big.
crappy range on it.
Yeah. You go, I've got this great teleportation spell. Range of like 2 feet. Yeah. I can't remember if it was this game or some other game where I got that. It's like, that really
Yeah.
sucks.
So
the point?
teleports at 5th level.
Or some we could buy it if we wanted to, given where we are, I suspect. If
I'd
we,
never
if we
be
were
able
lucky
to
enough.
cast it. That'd be great.
From a scroll. And then if we, contact higher plane. Oh, that could be useful. Actually, talk to gods.
I don't know. I think I'm gonna have to at some point do some magical research and come up with a follow-up to Radnor's dyspeptic bowels. Like maybe mass dyspeptic bowels or something.
Mass dyspeptic bowels, yes.
Illegal in the city.
I call the spell dysentery.
2 con saves. The first save to start shitting. Second save to stop shitting.
I cast Scourge of Taco Bell. at everyone.
No. Live Moss.
Exactly.
Did you say we could buy a teleport scroll? Was
No,
that
no, I'm saying that it's a 5th
Oh.
level. It is a 5th level spell.
Next
for a magic
level.
user. Yeah.
Next level.
Next level.
Well, we're going to be here. We're going to get a level with it.
so we're done selling stuff though, right?
I think so.
Nothing in any of your secret pockets, prison pockets, bag of holdings, anything, guys?
I think
Look
I had some
deep.
stuff, but I've also lost it along the way. So,
Look deep.
no, we've never been a hugely magical item party. We do have some magical items, but we left a lot of magical items back at the main base.
Yep.
Yeah. I'll just officially say my vote is let's go back to the original Green Party. Like,
I
let's
like
go
it.
see Magpie.
Well, it's not going to be instantaneous or a bit. So
Right. But eventually,
Yeah.
that's a good.
I think I'll wait
Yeah,
back.
that'll allow me to throw some of the story
Yeah.
seeds that are in the boundaries of Glantri that share
Yeah.
a zone with Derrakeen. Then we can play some adventures in Derrakeen for a while. And
Yep.
I wouldn't be opposed to like adventures where we might, accidentally go to other planes of existence. That kind of thing.
again.
Again.
Oh, we've still got the half the demi-lich field code to deal with at some point.
Yeah, we're probably too low a level for something like Queen of the Demon Web Pits or something.
That's first edition D&D.
Yes.
Yeah, yeah.
Let's go see Primus.
Always you and Primus.
There are a few modules I could still throw in your way that were done for higher level basic. Like one of my favorites, like somebody was mentioning a water based one. Was War Rafts of Kron. I believe that was a BX.
Let's throw in an amulet.
Yeah.
I was gonna say I haven't
Yeah.
haven't sold it yet.
Yeah, that's X7. Yeah, I mean, there's still a lot of the X series that we can go through.
Yeah.
Well, if we're gonna go there, I'm gonna buy another spell, the water breathing one.
Yeah. Yeah, I like
Yeah,
this
that's fun.
idea of getting land in Karamikos and then building a fortress and starting to explore some uncharted territory.
Yeah. I'm less good with politics side of things.
Well,
I mean,
we
depends. So, like, for instance, if you guys are going to claim some of the wild territory that Duke Stefan has in surplus, and you're worried about the demi-humans that are there that aren't elves and halflings and such, some of the greenskins, you might actually be an advocate for them if you wanted to try and do something like that. So, I mean,
Yeah, I've been
you've
trying
got,
to be doing that anyway.
You've got
That's
some
my
story
tracker.
hooks. You've got some story
Yeah,
hooks.
I'm not saying don't do it. I'm just saying I'm not very good. As in, I'm not competent at doing a lot of political stuff. So I just cannot keep track of that sort of stuff and what's going on, and that you really need to you need to make it really obvious to me what's going on.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sort of thing.
I have a good charisma. So that's. Do I get to use it often? No.
You use it all the time. What are you talking about? All right.
My passive charisma.
Well, I'll take that then. I'll see what official modules happen between here and Karmikos that I can throw at you. But I'm gonna play with the Glantri Gazetteer some. I'll get a couple of seeds out of there before you get out of Glantri territory, and I think this will work just fine. But I wanted you guys to get an opportunity to collect more XP by selling off some stuff, some of your XP sinks. And magicking up a little bit.
And I'm also, I don't know what you guys feel, but I'm also very open to the idea that he had mentioned if we do the stronghold of making our second batch of like low level greenhorns. I think that could be fun as well. But whatever you guys want to do, I'm very easygoing.
I've had a second character in mind for a while now, ready for me before we die.
So what is the highest and lowest level characters that we have right now?
Probably 7.
Your 7th?
Actually, I tell a lie. I will be 8th after this session.
Okay. So is 8 the lowest level that we have? Is everybody at 8?
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay. Hey, yeah, that works. So your
And
secondary
some
characters
nines.
would be 4th level.
So that would
nothing
level
to
up my
sneeze at.
backup.
Yeah, nothing to sneeze at.
It'll be lower if we can get Jazz to come back.
Yeah.
Yes. So my backup character will be level 4 and is a mage, just so you guys know. I still like the idea that he's gonna be from Averone.
Oh
He's
no.
just gonna he got my joke that I'm I was gonna save this until I debuted him, but the joke is that he was following you guys the whole time and got sucked through and has been just following you the entire time because he doesn't know what else to do, where he is or anything. He's just like, these guys caused this, I'll catch up to them.
And you've heard them speak French at least once.
Yeah. So that's the whole idea, is it's still going to be someone from Averone. It's some magic user that got magic when he got transported through.
All right. Yeah. Fair enough. Okay. So unless you guys want to bring anything else up there, we'll call it an early night though, but that gives me an idea of where to go with the campaign now. So it sounds like everybody did get enough to get everyone leveled up to 8th level then.
Yeah. What's our
Well,
grand total?
Took the note, I assume, because I didn't.
I have notes of some of this. I was going to go back and look at it afterwards and go,
Yeah, that's fine. You can,
because I've got some of it.
yeah.
We've got We have 565,000. No, sorry. 562,500.
562500.
Yep.
Oh, Jesus. Divided by 4, right?
Yep.
Oh my god.
Technically, I could be evil and say you have to divide it by 5 because Darby was there to earn those experience points too. But
Yeah, he
I
was.
won't. I won't.
So,
565, 200.
Yeah, I've got it in the roll 20 there.
You've got it in there.
I
Nice.
I've not got it to work it out itself.
So 140,625 each,
and then our
Plus
EXP
10%
bonus.
if you have it.
and then
If you
plus
have
the
it,
10%
okay.
if
5
you
or
have it.
10.
Yeah.
I have a 5%. So I gained
Well-
147,656.
I would need that again to get to the next level.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
I was going to say, I was level 8 for a whole one session.
Hey,
I went out
when
shopping
Dion,
and now I have
yeah.
Dion
level
hell yeah.
joined, when Dion joined, he got so much XP he had to wait a session just to
Yeah.
use it all up.
Yeah.
I had to wait
Going up.
like 4
Done that.
sessions, I think it was. But I might be
Yeah,
level
just-
10 after this. Hold on.
Jeez.
What
I don't
the
know.
heck?
10 is really high,
Yeah.
cost wise.
Well, we'll have a look. Check.
I'm
Well,
like
I mean-
doubling my EXP right now. That's almost the same amount of EXP I
You
started
need to get
had.
to 28 for level 10. 280.
What am I at? Let's
Oh,
see.
hell yeah, level 9.
Oh, I'm so close to 20. Oh, wow. Okay.
Quick, go and buy some, sell some magic items.
I mean, depending, yeah, let me. I mean, I don't mind waiting. Because I think you can only go to what? 10 as a rogue?
No, you can go up to
No.
14.
14.
Oh,
And actually,
oh.
you can go higher
That's-
than that. It doesn't end. It's just a specific number that you get past that.
Yeah.
So 2800, yeah.
Like an elf technically only goes till 10.
Yeah.
But as I said, halflings go to level 8.
Because after a certain level, they just have the call of home and hearth, and they just hang it up. They're like, "We're done. I've got all I'll ever need. Just give me a turkey leg and a place to sit."
Ah, I'm so close to leveling up a second time from that. I'm like 1,400 away.
Oh, you'll just have to wait.
Ah, that's fine. That's great though. Okay, so 278, 546.
May want to keep track, but
Awesome.
we'll track on individual levels then just until it gets to that. Then just
Mhm.
get there.
I'm now
that'll be
9th
a
level
couple
with
of
25 hit points.
Well, for the next bit, until we start like an actual module, XP will just be handed out at the end of each episode, since it's just going to be like story seeds and short things until I figure out which module I want to hit you with.
Cool.
Wow.
All right. Well, we'll end it there then. It sounds like everybody is at least 8th level, with some of you at 9.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Good enough. Dion, what do you got going on this week?
Well, when I'm not playing tabletop RPGs with all my super cool, awesome friends like you people, you can find me on my channel at Substances Used, where I play retro JRPG games. We're going through Secret of Evermore. Just got to Nobilia, the second section of the game. And I got all the stupidly powerful armors and items that are difficult to get in the shopping district. So I'm going to steamroll this game. That's it for me.
Richard.
Hey, I'm Richard, and I have no exciting joke here, so I'm just going to say, come watch me play video games at LMTDTMFFR, or say it with me now, limited time offer, no vowels, very quickly, go on, move past.
Nice. And I
Wow.
got Jameis's Nightbot thing working again, so there we go.
Yay.
Jameis.
Yeah, when I'm not leveling up, I am watching movies and stuff. And sometimes I write about them on my blog.
All right. Right. And I'm going to drop Frog God games in there for you, Bill. And you've got a
Should
game
add that
coming
to
up.
Nightbot.
Yeah, I'm still running. We're down to the second level. There was almost a TPK this last game. Giant scorpions with save or die poison are nasty creatures. And I'm also going to be running Dude, Where's My Sword on March the 6th. And we have, I think, 3 spots left for it. So come show up,
Nice. Yeah.
There you go.
And if you pound us, you know where we are. Twitch.tv/Steam Steel Murder. We stream on Tuesdays, Fridays, and Sundays usually. This Saturday, you can also catch me on the official Goodman Games channel as I run the Kobolds through Defenders of Kobolds through a Weird Frontiers game. And this Sunday on my channel, we're going to be doing Boot Hill 3rd Edition. I think Bill's in that one. Yeah, and check out the podcast at BlueMagic, BLUMAGIK.com. I guess that's it, guys. We'll call it a night there. Say goodbye to everybody.
Bye, everybody.
Good night,
Bye.
everybody.